Willie, can you walk us through your complaints with the officials there as best you can without getting fined and what was going through your mind?
Yeah, sure. I disagreed with the foul and the technical that Jose got. And, I kind of voiced my displeasure with it and pretty animated about how I felt about it.
This one seemed to get away starting in the third quarter.
Yeah.
What changed? Again, a tale of two halves, just the reverse of last night?
We got to be consistent. And right now, we're not. And it's the common theme with our group over the last, 4 or 5 games or so is that it's always one quarter where it just gets away. And it's something I got to figure out and something our team has to figure out. And we will, but right now we're just going through it, and we have to pick up our juice and be consistent doing it.
What'd you think about, Brandon playing in his first game in 2 months?
Great to have him out there. Started the game really well, moving the ball. He's knocking off some rust, which we expected. But we'll continue to stick together, and we'll get healthier, and get after it. But tonight was not our night. Give the Timberwolves credit. They came in here and their third quarter sparked their run, and we couldn't get it back.
Yeah, what do you feel like you guys just could have done better in that third quarter, which kind of decided that game?
We got to play with a sense of urgency. We didn't do that. That's every quarter. It's every second, every minute that we step on the floor. It has to be a level and a standard. And right now we're having slippage in that area.
And just what did you think about just the way he was moving around out there? He talked about a lot of it is just getting confidence back, feeling good, pushing off the foot. Just what did you think about just the way he was able to move and explode off the foot tonight?
I thought Brandon was solid for the minutes that he played, and I think he'll continue to get better as he plays more minutes, more games, more practices.
And what about Naji as well? It looked like he was shaking off a little bit of rust too. How much just with those two guys just not being right, how much did that kind of affect the offense as well?
Well, we expected it. We expected rust from Brandon, rust from Naji. It's a part of it, but that doesn't negate the fact that we have to play with more of a sense of urgency across the board. I thought our defense was solid. We got to attack and transition. There's some things we can do better offensively, and right now we're just not doing it.
More to the offense, especially in that second and third quarter. Do you feel like you were getting the shots you wanted? They just weren't falling for you guys right there?
I feel like they just punched us in the mouth in the third quarter. And when we got hit, we said, okay, in fourth quarter now we're deciding that we want to play. We can't do that. NBA is too hard to win in this league to allow a team to score 39 points. So even if we're getting the looks that we want, we got to execute them.
Since you were on the road and said you guys haven't been yourself defensively, you've put together a few good defensive performances. Like you said, tonight was solid. They only got 4 offensive rebounds. Do those things inspire hope that, hey, just like small tweaks away from getting back on track?
Sure. Yeah. We're not far away from being where we want to be, but that's how close it is in the NBA. The top teams from the bottom teams, it's an 8 to 10 point difference, and so defensively, I think we're kind of doing what we would do. We have our identity. Offensively, we got to get it back.
Yeah, Coach, about that offensive identity, it just seems that one of the bigger things there's just been some stagnancy with the ball movement, player movement, screens, just all of those things that earlier in the season the Pelicans were a fast-moving offensive team, the 0.5 that you've always talked about. Now, these last 7 games in particular, it seems the team is moving at a much slower pace, and the assists are down, turnovers up.
Yep.
Is it a mental? Have you reached a wall as a team at this point of the season? Is it something that where you want to reinforce the basics, or is it just the myriad of combinations of all the things that have happened over the last month?
It's a combination, but we're in the toughest stretch of our season as far as games. And as we're going through this stretch, we're missing guys. So we're asking guys to take once again, steps up. And sometimes our guys think that means, more dribbles, more shots, but it means more deflections, more rebounds, run harder, set better screens. They understand that, but those are the points that we got to get across. We'll be fine. It's a part of it. It's a part of our growth. We have to go through this. We'll stay together. We'll continue to grind, and we'll get back on track. Okay, thank you guys.
looking at these last 6 or so, I mean, what do you feel like you guys got to do just to, I guess, shake this off?
We got to win the game. Easy, right? Sounds easy, but well, we've been struggling, you know. Season is full of ups and downs, and that is our down. How we can get over that? I think stick together, work hard, as we've been doing. You know, every team goes ups and throughout ups and downs, and that down, what we feel now is, you know, makes us stronger, I think.
Yeah, and Brandon was back out there for the first time in 2 months. You know, I know, you know, it wasn't his best shooting night, but how helpful was it just to have him out there and take some pressure off of y'all?
Well, you know, it's not gonna be coming back from missing this long as he missed. I don't know, 2 months, 3 months, I don't know, but you can't expect from him to go score 100 points. You know, he got to easy in. As good as he is, he still needs some time to get that feel back. And I'm really happy that he started that. He played the first game, and now we're gonna see him doing more and more every game. So we need him. We depend on him, and he's a great player. He can carry us.
Yeah, in the third quarter, the offense kind of slowed down, and that's when they started building the lead. What did you kind of see just from the offense and why it stagnated?
Well, we got to play better first and third quarters. That's our struggle. We gotta, change the mentality, come out the huddle better. I don't know, but we gotta do something.
Willie got tossed there late. He got very animated on a few calls there. For you guys, what does it do when you see your head coach trying to defend you guys against refs the way?
He got our back. He's emotional. We feel that he's behind our backs. So it's not good that he got tossed out, but it's good to see him reacting like that. That puts us in. Come on, we got to wake up and play.
And these last two games, Billy's been getting those backup 5 minutes. What did you think of the job that he's been able to do?
He's been doing. He's staying ready. He's been working hard throughout all season. No matter he's playing or not, he's still in the gym doing his stuff, and that work pays off. He's been good today. He's been great yesterday. That's paying off.
David, could you get a good sense of how much this game meant to Brandon just to get back out there? I mean, could you tell pregame or anything?
I think for all of us it was a lot. Seeing him stepping on a court, we need him. We're looking forward for him playing 100%. Right now he's in minutes restrictions, dealing with first game back. I understand, but we need him.
Losing isn't easy. What would you say the atmosphere is just in the locker around the team? Just where's your guys' mentality at?
Well, it's never fun to lose games, and especially have this losing streak. So, as I said earlier, we just got to stick together. We first of all, we got to look at the mirror and say what I can do better. There's no time to point fingers or do something like that. To strong teams goes well throughout these tough moments. Weak teams, start pointing at each other, whatever. So I think we are a strong team, and that tough times building our character as well.
Appreciate you. It'd been 2 months. Just how good was it to have Bi back out there with y'all?
It was great to have him back. Would have been nice to get a win for him and for our fans, but obviously he's getting his win back. 2 months without basketball is a long time. He's been getting his conditioning and getting some 5-on-5 in, but rhythm, timing, getting some real game reps, getting some real practices will help him. But it was really good to see him back out there moving, how he normally moves.
Yeah, and it's going to take him some time to get rhythm back, obviously, as you said. But, I mean, did you feel it tonight where it's like just even having him out there makes everyone's roles easier on the offensive end?
Gravity, his understanding of the game, getting to his spots, obviously got to have a good defender on him, so that takes away one more good defender that's normally out there kind of roaming or trying to guard myself or Z. So it's nice to have him out there. He made some great plays for us. Got to his spots, got us in the bonus a little bit quicker than normal tonight. And outside of that third quarter, I thought we played a really good game.
And how important is that going to be for you in particular? These past few weeks, you've been seeing a lot of double teams, a lot of traps on pick and roll, just having his presence out there just to free you up a little bit more.
Yeah, it definitely makes the game easier for myself along with everybody. Spacing, he gave me some easy looks tonight, some baseline drive, baseline drifts, single side tag actions where I was able to shape up and get some open catch and shoot threes, quality shots, turn into quality nights into more efficient nights. And I think the key is to just continue to help each other and help our team, empower the rest of our teammates to make quick decisions, be aggressive, and don't second-guess stuff. And I thought tonight we did that outside of our lapse in the third quarter in terms of execution, not getting back on defense, little stuff like that that we need to tighten up. It was costly, go from being up 6 to down 12 in a hurry. That's on the starters. We got to do a better job.
Yeah, and it's rare we see Willie get that fired up. First time he ever got ejected. Just what's your reaction when you kind of see that from him?
And it's bad when he gets, in that type of mood. It shows that type of anger and frustration. It's been a long season, obviously. I think we lost 11 of our 14. But with that being said, this was a winnable game for us, and we just felt like things weren't necessarily going the way it should, throughout the game. And I think you guys are watching, so you understand the frustration and where he was at that moment.
A few games ago, Willie talked about you guys were kind of losing your defensive identity, things like that. That side has kind of turned around. Between that and Brandon, do you feel like this is like just about to turn around for you guys, just one more game or something?
Yeah, it's a long season, man. We talked about this when we won, 6-7 games in a row, and everybody was praising us like we're the best thing since, basketball was invented. Then we lose a few games, and it's the end of the world, and we need changes, and, fans are, victims of the moment far too often. I think it's an understanding of progress and process, right? Like, we've been very injured, and it's not to make excuses. It's just the reality of a long season. A lot of teams have gone through injuries, and you see the difference in records and the difference in how a season can swing. And I think now we're heading in the right direction, getting guys healthy. Obviously, Dyson's out now. Z's still out, but Naji coming back, Bi coming back, and at some point Z comes back, and I think changes the way our team looks. And I think for us, it's about holding steady, building on our principles, having discipline, focusing on defense, focusing on making the right plays, stack up good games. I don't mind losing the way we lost to the Denver Nuggets, right? Like, I hate losing, but if we're going to lose, that's a game we competed in. We held them under 100 points, best offense in the NBA, had a chance to win it down the stretch, right? I think if we play like that consistently, we'll get out of this, 5 or 6, whatever it is, game losing streak, and then we'll build towards health in the playoffs. I think that's what matters, right? Get a home seed, get into the playoffs healthy. If we can do those things, then no one will really care about, what happened in January. Y'all have a good one.